Up and wiggle your fingers. It's time to wake up. Good morning, Woo community. I hope that you are joining us on Facebook this morning, or if not, come on into the Zoom room. Today, let's be gentle with ourselves for just a moment. I know that normally people are like, it's Monday, get up and get it. But we are leaving that behind today. We are not participating in grind culture. Even though we only have a half an hour, this is our half an hour just for us to take care of ourselves, to be in our body. And let's let go of hustle and grind for just this morning. This morning, for just this half an hour, we're going to engage in the soft life. And you may not have heard that term before, but we're going to get into it in just a few minutes. So wake up, join us, get something to drink so you can take care of yourself. I've got my It's Above Me mug. So if it's above me now, I'm going to let that go, and you should let it go too. So join us. Come on in. Good morning, Facebook. I see some folks in the room. Good morning, Teresa. Good
Peace and blessing. Good
morning,
morning, everyone.
and I'm looking forward to our discussion today. So here we go. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know what day today is. So I know Adam works out, so I don't know. He's going to tell me in the chat maybe what day today is. And even that, even that is about being good to your body. Like, that's a pretty good way to start your day. But I'm loving that I'm starting my day with you, Woo community. I hope that folks in Facebook, that as you're joining, that you're getting something to drink, that you're settling in. It's even okay if you're just rolling over. Don't turn your camera on, that's fine. But be here with us this morning. Let your mind and your body get in alignment. Let's join this community today. Let's just hang out for a half an hour. So I'm hoping that you guys are coming on in. Invite somebody. If you haven't already invited someone, tell somebody to come and check out the soft life. This is a continuation of our discussion about mental health. We were talking about, what it is and that we don't talk about it. Let's talk about some of the ways we're addressing it. It's leg day. All right. You know what? I knew I could count on Adam to have a body part that I like. It's leg day for Adam. You know what? It's kind of always leg day. I go for a walk every day. So it's always leg day for me, but not the same way it is for you. All right, everybody. Here we go. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, we're learning, discerning, we're striving. Together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together.
Come off mute, Lorrie.
Thank you, John Carl. Of course it's Monday and I'm starting on mute. See, I remembered to mute myself and I forgot to unmute. And you know what? Today is really about how we give ourselves grace. So I am giving myself grace because of course I forgot to unmute. Good morning, good morning. I hope that as you wake up and you shake off of sleep and you start to get ready for your day, that you're going to spend this half an hour with me just engaging in a reflection about the soft life. We've been talking about mental health for the last month. July was Minority Mental Health Month. And we were just talking about it because we don't talk about it in our community. So as we start talking about mental health and the implications of stress and what it's doing to us, I thought we should also talk about some more of the things that we do to protect ourselves, some more of the ways that we work on the cure, if you will, for ourselves. And one of those things that came out of the pandemic was the soft life. And so the soft life was really pushed on social media. You saw a lot of it on TikTok by Nigerian influencers who just really wanted to not be in a world where their labor was the priority. They wanted to be in a space where they are really engaging in the ways that they are at ease and at peace and flow, as opposed to the hustle, the grind, the gotta get it done, the part where you're actually taking yourself out of the equation, because that will kill you. That is a timeline based on capitalism. It is based on racism. It's based on misogyny. Let's be honest. Black women's work is devalued because when does your workday end? If you come home, you cook, you clean, you tend to children, you get up, you go to work, and you just keep doing that cycle. Where is the ease and flow for you? And where does this come from? So we can talk about historically how Black women's labor has been sort of where labor took place so that other women could have ease. If someone else is raising my children, then I've got ease and flow, and my days are not strenuous. However, if I've got to raise my children and yours, well, if I'm raising yours, am I paying attention to mine? So there's a level of stress associated with punching a clock, putting in the work, doing the hours, exchanging your time for money. And what young people have done is said, this equation doesn't add up and the math is not mathing. They said, I want a softer life. I don't want to be hard and strong all the time. What I want is ease. And so what did they do? They started a revolution. And that revolution is absolutely about how do I create a balance of joy for myself? Because I can work hard for someone else for my whole life, but how do I create joy for myself? So can we share the slides, please?
Sure. Sure, it's my pleasure. Let me align them before I begin sharing.
Okay.
There we go.
And while we're sharing the slides, I just want to talk about how this is about setting an intention. Like as you go about your life, taking care of other people, to make sure that you're setting the intention to be kind to yourself. And I actually got this slide from Actions from Happiness, and that was about August. So this is a time for you to manifest a soft life for yourself. And that doesn't mean that you're just laying around doing nothing, but that you create space for that you can luxuriate in a softness instead of staying on the grind, because the grind is actually grinding us down. Can we go to the next slide? All right, so when we're talking about our mental health, just think about when you're creating a life that you enjoy and you love, even when there's stress. Think about when you've got those tools and those resources, how much differently the stress shows up. It doesn't take over because there's no room for it. Like if the stress is lesser than the joy, then it's not there to bother you. So I'm just going to read this for you. Living a soft life is unapologetically prioritizing self needs. Let's just say that there is a whole lot of people who have never prioritized their self needs. So we understand self care, but Black women in particular have a difficult time prioritizing other folks' needs over themselves. And I'll say this, generally speaking, men do not have this problem. And the proof is if a man has to go to the bathroom, he's going to relieve himself. It doesn't matter where he is. He'll find a tree. It'll happen. A woman will forget she needs to go to the bathroom because someone else needs something. In fact, it's an occupational hazard that teachers will have urinary tract issues because they're holding it. They're holding it because the children need them. I know when I was a kid, the teachers would get someone to stand in the front of the room and said, "You're the monitor," and they went and took care of themselves. So something has shifted. We've really gotten to this hustle culture. We've got to grind, 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 and it's wearing us down. So when you think about channeling a soft life, it's just giving yourself time to pause. It's being kind to yourself. And it's a very different than how it started. Early days of the soft life, if you look up hashtag soft life, you'll see two different types of things. You'll see people who are like telling you about their lavish vacation and their manicures and their designer things that they purchased and paid for themselves. And yeah, that's one way of looking at the soft life. But you can also look at the soft life as just taking that time to let your mind heal and rest. So the soft life is a pivot from go, 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 hustle, 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 to how are you taking care of yourself? How are you giving yourself room to be creative and to be in joy, as opposed to, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. You can get it done without wearing yourself out. So imagining that this is about a lifestyle where you take time for yourself. I'll remind y'all, if you don't remember, every morning I get up an hour early just to do a miracle morning for myself. I take that time to do my silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. Now, I didn't do my walk yet. I'm going to do that when I finish with you guys. But I did all the rest of it because that's luxurious for me. That's my softness. That's my soft runway into the day. It gives me room to be expansive and nurturing and supportive to you because I've already prioritized being nurturing to me. So the question is, if you've heard of the soft life, what did you think it was? Like what, and this is not the question I originally said, y'all. So what did you think the soft life was? And maybe we can take the slides down and maybe I can hear from any voices in the room. Is there someone that wants to chime in? What do you think about the soft life so far? Is this what you thought it was? If we don't have any voices in the room, I'll keep going. But I do invite you all to chime into this discussion. Okay. I know it's Monday morning and I'm throwing a lot at you. First time hearing about the soft life. Well, you know what? If you're in woo, it's because you're looking for a space that nurtures and supports you. You are prioritizing yourself, but making it a regular habit is what we're talking about. I mean, yes, you're going to do what you're doing for other people, but have you taken care of yourself first? Because that's what gives you room. So I see Teresa's hand up, and I think I want to chat with Marilyn next. So Teresa, please bring your voice in the room.
Peace and blessing and good morning, everyone. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. When you were talking about the luxury part of it, that sounded really good. And when you said about the teacher, you tell the kids, like to be the monitor. I remember that. But I think too is that the society is doing everything to be a rush, 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 push, push, push. And so we miss out on the beautiful things of life because remember people used to sit down and eat dinner at the table, now everybody's in their own room doing that. And so that's part of, that removing the soft life. So I think it's a subject that can help us get back to that because people have forgotten about those kind of lovely things because we sat at a table, it's like you had to be home by a certain amount of time. You wasn't out in the street. So, that soft life need to come back. And,
I was gonna say,
we need to reinstate it.
did you have to set the table?
Yeah, we had to set the table, all of that stuff. Especially when they had special occasions, we definitely had to set the table. And, they taught us like what fork goes on, that kind of stuff. Very, very little people that I know even know about that kind of stuff because that was something mandatory. It wasn't like if you want to do it, it was like, hey, get in there, set that table.
They
And
don't
do
know where the
it.
knife goes.
Yeah, we didn't know.
So
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes that's
mhm.
I love these memories that you're generating about how things were when you were younger. But I got a question for you. Who did all the work to set up that nice soft life for you?
Oh, we did it, but my parents showed it. My grandmother, and my parents showed us how to do it. Because
Mm.
if you didn't get stuff right, they were just like, hey, you got to do it over again. It wasn't like just, oh, go in there, just do it. No, they showed us, what to do. Especially my mother, my grandmother. My dad was the one like, just go do it. I was like, okay. I was saying in my head, well, how are we supposed to do it if we don't know how to do it? But my mother actually showed us, and if we didn't do it right, she made us do it right. So I'm very thankful for those, structure that she had, where she made to make sure stuff was done, very well.
Okay. So I just wanted you to consider that that was an extra step of work for your mother and your grandmother to also instruct you in how to do it. They knew how to do it, but they also thought it important enough to instruct you. But that's more work, right? And who's that work always on? Your father could tell you to do it, but who was going to show you?
My mother, my grandmother.
So there's another layer of work. And I'm saying this intentionally because we do have men in the room. I don't know if you all realize how much work goes underneath the work, things that you don't always see, but produce a result that you find appropriate. But there's a hidden labor in being a woman that people often don't recognize. And that contributes to our exhaustion. And so when a male member of our community does an act of service and takes something off of our plate, you have no idea how much joy and ease that creates for us. How grateful we are, even if we don't say it in that moment, that you've taken something off of our plate, because that makes our life feel softer and easier. So every time a man says, oh, I'll wash the dishes, I'm like, oh, bless your heart, because that's something I don't relish doing. I don't really want to stand in the kitchen for a half an hour with busted suds, especially if I've cooked. Like creating this, and people talk about work-life balance. There's a misnomer. You got one life, some of it's work. But when you're creating a world where you're trading hours for dollars, and then as a woman, the unpaid hours of labor, there's a misalignment with your higher purpose. And so, Marilyn, you said earlier in your chat something, and I wanted to ask you about that.
Sure.
It's still raining. All right. The
Yes.
earth is cooling off. It's been burning for a minute, y'all. So I'm glad the earth is
It
cool.
has.
So you were talking about you don't have the soft life.
No. Again, like even when you spoke about the teacher, I'm a teacher. So sometimes I could go like the whole morning and it's not up until the kids are napping. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I was like, now I could go. But even just like I take a day off and it's not really to be off, to be home and do a deep cleaning and run errands and just, it's always on the go, go, go. It's only now, like you said, through rule that I'm kind of learning how to give myself some space, giving myself, like even if it's 20 minutes to read something pleasant, listen to music, scarf down some cookies or something. I just try to do that And then it's interesting how you were saying about household chores. My husband gets annoyed with me sometimes because, like, for Christmas and stuff, he'll ask me, "What do you want for Christmas?" So I ask him for things that make household chores much more easier. A dishwasher. I've asked him
Mhm.
for a steam mop. And just
A
things
Roomba?
like,
Is a Roomba in your life?
no, I don't have one yet. But
Put
I
it on
said,
your
like, even
list.
a steam mop or like a steamer. So when I'm cleaning, I don't have to use that elbow grease. So I scrub the tub and the stove and all. He's like, those aren't gifts. He's like, why do you want that? I was like, because it makes my life easier. I was like, I want something easier for myself. And he still doesn't get it. I'm like,
Marilyn,
Dad.
I want you to get something. He's right.
Yes.
Those are not gifts for you.
Hmm.
Think about this. Those are gifts for the household.
Okay.
A gift for you. Yes, it makes your life easier, but you're not the only person that can load a dishwasher or use a steam mop. He's saying,
Right.
I want you to get this, that you deserve something that is just for you.
Mm. Okay.
Not just something that
Get
makes,
that.
yes, because this is a very 50s notion that I'm going to buy my wife a dishwasher so her life could be easier. Sir, you bought your wife, you bought a dishwasher so our life can be easier because you will be loading the dishwasher too. It's not
Mm.
my domain. It's
Yeah.
our domicile. And so the balance of work, you're literally asking for things to help you work.
Mm.
Don't ask for those for gifts. Ask for those for the house. That's on your regular list of things to get.
Okay.
Start thinking of things that are special for you.
Mm.
So I'm going to tell you, I got for myself a gift. I got the Oprah Live the Life You Want cards. There's a card for every day. The box is linen. You could feel the box. And you open it up and inside it has a quote like, and then I only opened it the other day. And there's a card for every day. And there's a little stand that you can stand your card for the day on. This is a gift for me. It does
Mm.
not make my housework easier. It helps me center myself, engage in my family.
Okay, looks like
Sorry, guys. It
uh,
looks like I had a little mishap. My other device restarted. So, and y'all forgive me. My background is doing crazy things. So I'm still here. Does everyone hear me? Hold on. I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, just double checking. Well, my device decided to restart. So here I am on my other device, which is why we have a backup. Woohoo! And that is also creating a soft life when you have what you need at your fingertips, right? So I don't know how long it's going to take this thing to restart. So I'm going to let that one go. I am still here. So we were just talking about having things for yourself. And thank you, admin team, for your quick and speedy moving the spotlight over. Y'all reacted quickly. I love it. I love it.
Lorrie, we have a few comments in the chat.
Oh, yes. Let's hear what folks are saying.
Yes, let's go to the chat. So we had Marilyn asking about what made to have a soft life. She had clearly she don't have it yet. She don't have it, she's saying. So Charmaine asked the question, what do you think a soft life was about? And Z said, I vaguely recall learning the phrase, didn't consider what it was before now. Teresa responded to something you said there. She said, so true, facts. Z said, these days, few Americans use a knife on a regular basis. And from Facebook, we have Jacqueline who said, I have to push to live the soft life. I would like to intuitively choose someone for you. And I'm going to ask Amelia to share her thoughts on uh, your share, Lorrie, in the soft life and what that means
Mhm.
for yourself and choosing to live the soft life. Amelia, are you available to share?
Give me 1 second. Let me get into the correct. And
You went on mute again?
I thought I heard her say 1 second,
Oh, 1 second. Okay, perfect.
but it was really low.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't hear it.
sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I love, love, love the concept of a soft life. In fact, myself recently, I have been, and how you've explained it. So recently, I left my high demanding job um, to take a break to create the life that I do desire for myself. I've been having a lot of different family challenges, and trying to manage the family challenges with work was making my body internally break down. And so I decided for myself that this is the life that I'm wanting, so I have to create it. So I took the time to take a pause from my demanding job so I can focus on myself and my family to then create that space for the life that I do desire, which is the life of being with the people that I love, I care about, and actually being present for them in their need, as well as myself being present for myself and my needs. So that's what I'm getting from everything you shared, Lorrie. And right now I'm at my aunt. So I was in and out of a little bit of the conversation, but what I've been gathering is really vital for where I am in my life right now. So thank you.
I am so glad that you are able to create the space to do what's most important to you. But see, there's a balance that a lot of women have to strike between earning income and doing the things and prioritizing the things for the people they care about. And what I'm suggesting is, with all the talents and skills and gifts that we have, there's such a thing as creating an opportunity for income to show up out of your gifts and talents so that work doesn't feel as worky. You know, when she said a high demanding job, right? Those high powered demanding jobs cost you something. And it's usually wellness. It's usually, and the impact of stress, guys, is illness every time. Every time. Stress that is unmanaged, that is continuous, will result in illness. Physical illness, mental illness. It is going to cause dis-ease. So for me, the soft life is a cure. I am intentionally causing ease. And there was a hand up and they disappeared. John Carl,
Oh,
did you?
that was me. Yeah, that was me, Aaliyah. How you doing?
Oh, okay.
Greetings, community. I want to say thank you, Lorrie, for providing the definition of a soft life. I heard about it through TikTok or somebody forwarded a YouTube, so I thought it was like, a trendy
It is.
young thing. I mean, it's like a young thing that came up. Not, no offense to youngsters, but I was like, what, a soft life? But yeah, it's interesting to hear or to read about Howard University professor and what it is. I noticed two things. I noticed that I start to think about the soft life when I experience crisis.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh my God, I just need to do me and I need to do this and forget everything. And it would be nice if I could really incorporate the soft life before crisis occurs, right? So I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about that. Like, I want the soft life before anything goes crazy. And then I just wanted
But
to,
can you just acknowledge stuff is gonna go crazy, right? It's not
right.
gonna stop that from happening.
Mm, mm,
But you are coming from a completely different place when it happens.
mm,
One where you're cared for enough that you are think about when you're rested, you're nourished, you are at ease, you're happy. Stuff can happen, but how you show up when it happens, what would be the difference for you?
Okay. I received that. Thank you. I also wanted to just say that what Marilyn was saying resonated with me. I know you're saying that like we need to choose gifts for us, but a lot of times, well, it's just that everybody got a different situation.
Mhm.
And sometimes you realize that, you know what, it would be nice if you're in a home or if you have partners or family members that would share with doing the dishes and mopping the floor on the tub. But then if you got that dishwasher or that steam mop, no attitude, no back talk, it just really helps so that you can get to the soft life. So
So
I was
I was
cracking
gonna
up with
say,
you.
but that was that unseen work, right? We still have to instruct others
Yeah.
to get them. And by the way, I'm not above saying train them to provide you with what you need, y'all. Train
Sometimes you just
them
want,
to provide you with what you need. This is not optional. I
mm,
need uninterrupted time for my bubble bath. Guess who's going to learn that you can knock on that door until your arm falls off? I am not answering it. And you
mm,
will learn to stop knocking on this door. The do not disturb sign is for you, not for me. You,
yes.
it's instructional. Because if I don't get this bubble bath in, I don't care if it's made with Dawn dishwashing liquid, you all are going to get a much worse version of me. Hard lives make hard people and hard hearts, y'all.
Mm,
And we see it all the time. I worked in a school for 12 years. I watched mothers curse out their 5-year-olds like they were a grown man that done them wrong.
mm,
That baby didn't do nothing to you to cause all of that. That's the hardness. That's the hardness that we have allowed to infiltrate our bodies, our hearts, and our minds. And so what came out of their mouth was dis-ease.
mm,
And that trauma that they inflicted on that baby, they walked into school with that because they ended with, and have a good day and be good. Oh,
mm,
that felt like it was genuine. So now you're creating a hard life for them because now they've got to overcome that before they can open. By the way, stress closes up your brain. So can a
mm,
child learn when their brain is stressed out from you yelling and cussing? So like this hard life we've been living out here, and for those of us in New York, you already know the pace.
mm.
It's nonstop. It's inexorable. Keep moving. Get out of the way. Y'all, that's not fun. You could do it for a little while before your arms fall off. You can live like that for a little while before your heart gives out, before your body starts to tell you it's keeping score of all the things you're doing to harm it, before your family experiences the trauma of the hardest you. And I can tell you, I don't like me when I'm yelling. It is shrill, it is mean, but I do like when I can speak softly and gently to someone and have a communication that's two-way. That's a softer approach. Now, there's a time and place for everything. This is still New York. If I'm on the train, which I'm not taking the train these days, y'all, that's my gift to myself and my husband's gift to me. He was like, nope, absolutely not. Either get in the car with me, take an Uber, or last case scenario for him is the bus. Right? Because the way people operate in the train right now, it's just not a place that's going to allow me to be my softest self. Because I got to put on my New York armor. Now I got to show up different. Anybody, I mean, use an emoji. Y'all tell me if that resonates with you, where you got to put on the armor just to get to work. The soft life is about creating a life where you don't, not saying that the armor's not necessary. It's not always necessary. Can you take it off when you come home? Or do you still have the armor on, y'all?
Hi, Lori. This is Charmaine.
Hey.
And I hear you, I feel you. And one of the things that I do when I'm traveling on the subway, and I travel on the subway sometimes late at night to get to my job, and really early in the morning when Everybody's hustling. I'm doing the opposite, but I'm caught up in that energy.
Mhm.
And when I find it so overwhelming, what I do is I put my earbuds in and I put on a motivation, something motivational that's gonna stir up my spirit. If it's Afro beats, if it's a reggae song, if it's soca, if
Mhm.
it's my house and I live here, whatever it is,
Love it.
and I'm in my soft life on the train. I'm in my own world. I'm paying attention visually what's happening around me, but I'm listening to the words and the music, and I'm allowing that to every note to tap into every cell in my body and energize me. And I'll be dancing on the train, moving and bopping. And I don't care who think I'm looking crazy, but that's my soft life in that moment.
I love it.
Yes,
See
my soft
that?
life. Like you, I'm afraid of the train because I travel when trains are being stopped because you're hearing somebody just got pushed in front of the train. It's like, oh my God, that's the stop I was supposed to get off on. So I'm conscious of it, but to not allow myself to go in the deep end, I plug them things in and I find that soft life.
That's
Just
it.
that moment until I can get home into my sanctuary where now I can be naked in my soft life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because the armor, guys, that we put on, we don't always take all of it off. We got to keep some of it. It's under our skin. And you don't want to have armor between you and the people you love, the things that you're passionate about. Or how about between you and you? Are you giving yourself access to the highest you? Guys, I abandoned my slide deck. I'm sorry. I had three more slides, but I'm clear that this is more of a conversation we need to have. We live in a world that's going like this. I'm inviting you to do this. Pause. I see that this is going to be a 90-minute session in my life. Guys, I got to go to work too. I stayed home to be with you this morning. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I schedule myself. So the intentionality of creating softness for yourself allows you to give more to others. It allows you to give more to yourself as a priority. And I want you to have some tools. So can we go to the last slide of the deck? Because it is 7:37. And I do want to honor people's time. We said a half an hour, we are over. And I want to make sure that I give you something to walk away with. So I want you to have some resources. So one of the things I have is the rest deck. Isn't this a beautiful box? Y'all like this? And this is the rest deck. It's from the Nap Ministry, and it's 50 Practices to Resist Grind Culture by Trisha Hersey. So she's also the author of Rest is Resistance. I know some folks in the community are reading that. I'm listening to it on audiobook. Thank you to Shawnee for that recommendation. And if you don't have it, put that on your gift list, y'all. That's so somebody should be bringing you. That's something you need. And I have a couple of articles I pulled from when I was just trying to figure out, like, where did this come from, the soft life? Because yes, I saw it on TikTok too. And it was young people, and they were just really declaring that this grind culture is not living. So I read a good article on Insider magazine and a good one on Essence. And I know they're going to pop those links in the chat. And then also think about what resources are available right here in WU. We've got coaches, we've got practices, and we're building relationships here. I know that I thought about immediately of Coach Cheryl because she does the essential oils. And y'all, essential oils help me function. I have the oil diffuser going. I put essential oils in my bath. I will use oils in my hair. I have a roller of essential oils to help me control my appetite. It's called quick rumbling, and it helps, right? So like, use the tools that are around you, use the tools that are in our community. You all need to make sure that you get all the tools that you can help you live a very intentional life where you're kind to yourself. And then that allows you to be kinder to others. So with that, John Carl, you wanna Charmaine, I need you to say that out loud.
We have 907 days of tools from Wake Up Everybody, y'all.
And by the way, you know, we call it woo for short, but you know, a lot of people are calling it woo-saw. This is a space we come to breathe and to be whole. So use these tools. And I know that some of you are here regularly. I know that this is in your toolbox. This is bringing you into a space of being more centered and more intentional about your lives. So just like first thing I know when I see Adam, I'm going to ask what part is he exercising that day? It's leg day today for Adam. I know that that intentionality gives him results that he likes. And I used to be a gym rat, so I know about that life. What I'm clear about is it's how he cares for himself first, and then he can go into his day. Everyone needs tools, and then he comes to woo. Like, I'm just saying, it's impressive when people make it habits that take care of themselves. It allows you to be your better self out in the world. So we will have a part 2. And y'all know I love you like cooked food because I keep coming back, because this is part of taking care of me. Is taking care of others and sharing what I've learned and experienced. Listen, the soft life is an opportunity to not just live an opulent, luxurious life, but it's about living a healed life, a well life, so that you can have fullness of life. So self-care is a priority. Audre Lorde said, overextending myself is not stretching myself. I had to accept how difficult it is to monitor the difference. Necessary for me is cutting down on sugar, crucial, physically, psychically. Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, but self-preservation, an act of political warfare. Y'all, this is the resistance to grind culture, hustle culture, that's going to wear you out, in some cases, snuff you out. I just lost someone who gave 40 years of their lives to the job and then retired and didn't have enough wellness to enjoy the rest of their life. Let's start creating some softness for ourselves. And let's start being intentional about loving ourselves well enough that we could then transmit that love out into the world. So with that, my mug says it's above me now. So I think we should close out. What do you think, John Carl?
Okay, Laurie, if you're wrapped up, I can go through your closing slides.
Thank you. So we went over our resources, guys. Make sure you get those things out of the chat to read up and just dig into some of that information that's out there about how it is helping, especially that Essence article. Our mental health professionals are experiencing so many young women in distress because they bought into this, you can have it all, hustle, 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 and it's hurting them. And so creating more balance and softness is healing them. So guys, you can reach me. Here's my contact info. You can reach me by phone. Hit me up on IG. Show me your soft life. I'm going to do an unboxing video. I got a beautiful candle as a gift. I'm going to do an unboxing video and put it on Instagram later. So y'all catch me at Mrs. Air Hutch. And of course, you can email me if you want to contact me as well. So love offerings and donations. Guys, please consider, if you have a daily cup of coffee, how much that's costing you. Woo wakes you up much better. Think about the monthly automated love offerings at different levels. Think about giving that allows this platform to continue. Even though people are giving their time and their energy, there's still a lot of expenses related to producing this show. Like Zoom isn't free, especially for no 90 minutes, y'all. So let's make sure that we're contributing back to this community. Think about wherever the right point is for you, where you can give a monthly automated love offering. That would be awesome and amazing to help us continue providing another 907 days of woo. And that info is in the chat. So make sure you grab the link that's right for you. All right, coming up tomorrow, August 8th, is Tools Are Us, Toolbox Tuesday. So you know that Jamie Monet Lloyd's going to come and bring some wonderful tools and cards and do some reading. So guys, come back tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, our own John Carl is going to come to the other side from admin to facilitator, and he's going to bring us Beyond Conflict. So I'm actually going to make sure I tune in for that, John Carl, because I know you're going to bring something wonderful.
Thank you so much, Lorrie. And yeah, it's so funny, and I think it's only divine alignment that all of the sessions so far has been catered to self-love, to peace, you know, to that inner value that many people have not really given a lot of credit to. You know, you got to care for yourself first. I shifted and shifted there and lost the slide deck.
Do you want me to welcome the new members?
I'm sorry?
Do you want the slide deck is still up? Do you want me to welcome our new members to Woo?
Yeah, and I'll find the slide.
Okay. All right, everybody, listen. Keep inviting your friends and family. Y'all come back now. You hear? I love it when Z does that because it's very real and genuine. Woo is the place to be. Welcome to our new members. If you're new to this community, Facebook or here in Zoom, just put it in the chat. Let us know that you joined us, and make sure that you invite friends to come and join us. The conversations and information here in Woo are so nurturing. They're so amazing. Please come back and stay a part of this community. It is a part of my soft life, so y'all bring it into yours too.
Thank you so much, Lorrie. Thank you. And I'll move on to the next slide. Let's see, is it moving? Not quite. There we go. The next slide is our schedule. We're here 5 days a week, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 to 7:30 a.m. and on Mondays and Wednesdays from 7. Let me say that again. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 to 8:30 a.m. and Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 7:30. We're always streaming live on Facebook. You can get your Woo alerts by texting Woo Nation to 74121. And you can also visit our swag store. We've been sharing this with you. We want to get more production moving in the swag store, more sales, that is. So we encourage you to visit the swag store today, bit.ly/Woo Swag. And I want to thank you for being with us this morning. We're receiving so much value and nourishment. And we ask you to explore these other ways you can stay in touch. You can register with us at bit.ly/Woo Community. You can find us on Facebook, bit.ly/Woo Community. The first one, bit.ly/Woo Nation. We're on Facebook, private page, bit.ly/Woo Community. And for our public page, bit.ly/Woo Nation. We're on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual, YouTube, bit.ly/Woo on YouTube. And you can email us directly, info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. And I'll take the slides down and give you guys a chance to express your joy and contribution for this session this morning with Lorrie. I sure am grateful for this session, Lorrie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you,
Look,
Thank you,
Sister
Lori. It was
Lord, for this wonderful
amazing.
3,
gift
4,
of the
5,
Really
soft
no.
life.
Great
enjoyed it.
week.
Come back for part
Peace and
Really
two.
blessings.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you
Lori,
so
so
much
much.
Such an
Thank
for
you.
important
Have
sharing
a
with
topic.
us.
blessed
Talk to
day.
everybody. I
Thank
love
you.
y'all.
Thank
Us for
you.
Love
those
my
who are
Thank
gonna
you, Lori.
God.
Let's
work
get
on
rid of this right
doing it,
coaster.
not just talking about, but living a soft life. Love you, family. Love you, Admin Tim. Admin Tim, you're
Okay.
awesome.